Hey team, welcome back to the channel. I'm Frank Cho. I'm here to help you live a richer life. Today we are going to set up our crowdsourced dividend portfolio. So we talked about this in one of my shorts recently, and I got your feedback on what you wanted to see in this portfolio. So what we'll do tonight is we'll get this set up in M1 Finance as a pie, and then we will use this in our future videos to see what the performance is and then how it does as we move throughout the year. I got all your feedback. I compiled the stocks that you want to see me invest in. We'll set up the pie and I'll put $1,000 in as a lump sum. Now, what's really important is if you want to follow along with this and if you think it's worth investing into this pie, you can do that too. Hit that link in the description for M1 Finance. M1 Finance has an amazing offer right now, $30 free if you put in $100 into a new investment account. M1's a little different than Webull or Robinhood in that you can set up your own investment pie with your own stocks that you want to pick and allocate at certain percentages. And then this can be like your own personal portfolio based on what you like. And then you don't have to fiddle around with reallocation and everything like that. When you invest, it'll do it based on a percentage basis. So that being said, make sure to hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel out a lot, and then this way you won't miss out on our future videos as we follow how our portfolio here performs. With that being said, let's jump right into setting this up. Alright, so this list here that you see on the screen is the compilation of all of your suggestions in the comments to my last video on what you wanted to see in this portfolio. So we have 10 good options here. I was really impressed with everything that we got, and there were a couple that were new to me and some that are staples within your normal household. And so I thought it was a really good mix. So let's talk about quickly what these are, and then we'll talk about how to get it all set up, and we'll do that together. When you look at them, it comes across really in 4 sectors that we get the suggestions in: energy, pharmaceutical, real estate, and telecommunications. Starting at the top, we've got ONEOK here, which is a midstream energy company that does natural gas. ExxonMobil, which I'm sure you're all familiar with, is oil and gas. PFIZER, pharmaceutical. WALGREENS, very common pharmaceutical retailer that you'll see on basically every corner in America. Annaly Capital Management, which is my favorite dividend stock. Of all the ones you see here, it's got the highest yield. It's a mortgage REIT. INVESCO Mortgage Capital, which is also another REIT. AGNC, another REIT, and then Realty Income REIT. So REITs, because of the way that they're structured, are required to pay out a certain percent of their income to their shareholders, which is why you see that they have pretty high dividend yields. When you look at these 3 alone, right, average almost 10%. Realty Income, not quite as high, but they've had a really good history. AT&T and Verizon, obviously telecom giants, and they're diversified with other services as well. These are our stocks in our portfolio. I considered 2 options on how to set these up. One, just straight across the board, we're going to take all 10% each. That gets you to an average yield of 7%. This is as of the 13th of January. These were what the yields were at the close of business. Now, I thought about switching it up a little bit here and saying, okay, well, we've got 4 sectors, so I'll just say 25% per sector to try and have, you know, a sort of even spread there, and then split it out by company within that sector. When I did that, though, because we had more in real estate and those were the highest yields, it dragged down our allocations, and it dragged down the average because we ended up putting more in some of these lower yielding ones, like PFIZER has a lower yield, WALGREENS, and VERIZON. In my mind, I'm like, I don't know that I want to drag it down, and for simplicity's sake, we'll just stick with straight 10 companies, 10% each. We won't worry about averaging across based on market cap or anything like that. We'll just make it very simple and straightforward here. So now let's jump into M1 Finance and get this set up. All right, so here we are logged into M1 Finance. If you haven't signed up, make sure to hit that link below, get $30 for free. You want to invest anyways, right? Otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video. So make sure to claim that money. $100 deposit will get you that quick, easy 30% ROI. Don't miss out. They're not doing it very long, but it's a really great platform. I like it a lot. So here we are. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build my portfolio here and invest in my first pie. So I'll hit add to portfolio, and then we're going to start doing this. So I'm going to name this Crowdsourced Dividend Portfolio. And then what I want to do is I'm going to hit add. And then I'm going to start adding all of these companies here. So what I want to do is, start searching. And here we'll just go from the very beginning and we'll do ONEOK first. Hit add to basket. And then I'll hit add. Okay, so we'll see it there. And then I've got this other pie set up here. And so I'm going to go ahead and remove that. So that just leaves ONEOK. And so then I'm going to set this at 10%. And so you'll see it there. So now what I need to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to add every one of these individually, which will take a couple minutes to do. But again, it's going to be just simple. Type in the ticker, hit add to basket, and then you can either hit add now, and then I'll dump it in here. Or if I want to add more than one at a time, you can do that too. So if I'm going to go here and I'll add PFIZER next, add to basket. Okay, you can see it down there in the basket. So next we'll do WALGREENS. Click add to basket. So you see I've got multiple in here now. So you can move through this actually rather quickly. Add to basket. And when you look at these, you can, as we're going through, be looking at these charts. There's some really good ones in here. I'm really impressed with everybody's suggestions. Thank you for participating and for adding your comments into the prior video. It's awesome to get the collected knowledge of everyone out here in the audience because you all have some really good opinions. And I love having the contribution here and being able to do this particular portfolio based on your input. I think it's something that I personally haven't seen done before, and so I like it because I think that we can beat just a standard index because we've got so many great people out here in the audience. So I'm just going to go back through here and I'm going to check all of these and hit 10%, and you'll see that my little pie chart is going to change as well to the side. So we've got all 10 of these and we've got it set up. I'm going to hit save here and it'll save this portfolio. And so it just takes a second. Okay, here it is. And then I'm going to invest. And so let's go down here and we'll say buy, sell. $1,000. It's going to buy tomorrow morning. So it's obviously evening now as I'm recording. You can see the window's dark. So now I'll set this up. I'll hit my confirm. And then tomorrow morning, first thing is when it'll fill. And that's it. Order submitted. We're ready to go. And it will buy tomorrow. You can see it's pending. And then here I can also go and share this pie, and that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this and I'll put it down in the video description for you to see as well so you can follow along if you'd like. And so you'll see here's our companies, our allocations, we're all set up. So hopefully this was enjoyable for you to be able to see, one, how M1 Finance works, and two, see the compilation of all of our stock suggestions. I think we'll do really well here, and we'll compare against benchmarks. I want you to comment down below which benchmark you want me to compare to. I'm thinking I'll probably just compare to SPHD, just because it's a well-known high-yielding dividend stock ETF. But if there's one that you like better to compare against, I'm happy to do that as well. Or if there's something that you think is more of a good option for something like this as a comparison, or we can compare multiple, just let me know what you think below. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your support. We're closing in on 500, which is huge, and I'm really excited for. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and assassinate that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you next time.